How are you?
I'm wonderful. Thanks for having me today.
Well, I wanted to let you know I love that title, Python Huntress. I really admire that. That's quite a title to have.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that.
Okay, so they told me you also brought a friend,
I
correct?
did. I did. I have Hank here with me. He's my 6-foot albino boa constrictor.
Okay, so Hank is your full-time friend?
He is my full-time friend. And here's a cool thing about him. So he was found in my friend's garden in Miami. So even though he's not one of the invasive pythons that are eating, you know, 98% of the mammals in parts of the Everglades, he was a released pet. So somebody did let him go. So he's not supposed to be in Florida, but I rescued him.
Okay, well, that's a very good thing. Tell me, how did you get the title Python Huntress?
Well, I've always been into snakes and reptiles ever since I was a kid. And I was actually a real estate broker in Indianapolis when I learned about this python crisis. And so I went on a hunt, I caught a 9-foot python, and I thought, oh my gosh, this is it. Like, this is my calling. And so instead of having my passion be, just a hobby, I could actually use it and help Florida battle this epic problem.
Okay, so your work is in some of the most unimaginable conditions. What are you finding in Florida that with pythons or the type of work that you do?
Yeah, so when it's 2 a.m. and I'm wrestling a 16-foot python, I can't get stuck in the mud. That's not an option. And I can't afford to be out in the middle of nowhere with no help. So I really have to make sure that I have the right tires on my truck and trailer. So that's why I chose Kenda, because they give me peace of mind. So in those moments, I can be 100% focused on that python.
Okay, so safety is a big concern, obviously, for your job to do it effectively.
I can't hear anything. Hello?
Can you hear me?
Oh, there you are. You cut out.
I'm sorry. So safety is really important for your job. I could imagine that it is.
It is incredibly important. Everything from my gear to the snakes, really.
Okay, so you partner with Kenda. Tell me about Kenda and their towing safety.
Yeah, actually, so I have been stuck in the mud before. After midnight, 2-lane highway, and it is not fun, let me tell you. So that's why I did my research, because I said, this cannot happen again. I can't be out here by myself with no way to get out. And so I did my research, found Kenda, put those tires on, and I have not been stuck since. So that's been a really, really important part of what I do, is making sure that I can get to and from where I'm going safely.
Okay, so you're I'm going to call you the poster child for a second career.
Yes.
It is. That's all I can call it, a second career. Where do you see the Python career? Where do you see this going for you? Because I'm thinking you're falling either in Generation X, that's people under 50, or you're falling into baby boomers, and both of them are looking for second careers.
Well, here's the funny thing. I wasn't looking for a second career. I was in real estate. I was a real estate broker for 13 years, and I loved it. And all of my goals and, everything was centered around growing my team and growing my business. So this wasn't even a thing to me until I learned about this python problem. And, snakes have always been a part of my life. But then when I went down to Florida and I caught one, I was like, oh my gosh, this is it, So it was this total 180 that I was not expecting and I was not looking for. So, it just kind of found me.
Well, I'm thinking it found the right person, because not a lot of people can do what you do, Amy Seaweed. I'm telling you, I think you're going to be the reigning queen in this.
Ah, well,
but
you're
you
too
also
kind.
want us to know about safety. Tell me how they can find out more about the companies that help keep you safe. Is there a place online?
Yeah, sure, of course. AmericanaTire.com. You can get all sorts of safety tips. I don't know, do we have time? Can I give you a couple of mine?
Yes, please do.
Okay, awesome. So I know everybody's getting ready to hit the road this summer. And, even if you're not a Python hunter, you're still going to the lake or the cabin or wherever you're going. So here are my top 3 tips. First of all, have a pre-departure checklist and make sure that you have checking your tire pressure, including on your spare, checking your lights, and securing your cargo, because a couple quick minutes can really save a lot of trouble down the line. Secondly, load capacity. Make sure you know your RV or trailer's limits and don't exceed them. And then third, you drive differently when you tow. So make sure that you maintain proper following distance so you give yourself plenty of stopping time.
I think those are great tips, and those are tips that can provide safety for all of us. So I want to thank you that. Amy, I got to wrap up, but I want to let you know I've seen you on National Geographic, the Today Show. I've even seen you on Fox and Friends. But I think you're going to be my special guest on the Valder Beebe Show. I want to thank you for stopping by.
Oh, thank you so much for having me.
Thank you for what you do. You're so entertaining. Have a great day.
Okay, thanks. You too.
Hi, I'm Valder Beebe, host of the Valder Beebe Show. We have over 1,000 videos on ValderBeebeShow.com and YouTube.com/Valder Beebe Show. We upload new videos daily. Our site is a modern baby boomer platform with news and information important to boomers. Subscribe to YouTube.com/Valder Beebe Show and stay connected as I interview the world's most fascinating people.